potentially do to our economy, and that it's not going to help them. It's going to help the rich get richer and hurt people with this deficit cut. Deficit cut, and not deficit cut, adding to the deficit. I get so upset. People need to understand that these billionaires are taking tax cuts and putting the burden on us. And when you talk about state and local taxes, which they're not going to let you deduct, they're also adding to the burden of state and local government services. So you get to pay more and not even deduct it. They're screwing you again. So please, get back home. Talk to people. Let people understand at home. They have to pay attention, because if they don't, it's their future. So stop. Kill this bill. Kill this bill. Kill this bill.
Kill this bill. Kill this bill.
Our next speaker has been at the white-hot center of this fight inside the Capitol. He's the ranking Democrat on the Tax Policy Subcommittee, and he's just come straight from those deliberations out here to join us. Welcome to Representative Lloyd Doggett.
Good afternoon, American patriots. It's good to see all of you here again. You know, this wretched Republican tax bill, it threatens our country. The reason that they are trying to rush it through at such high speed is they don't want Americans to really know what's about to hit them. And our job is to spread that message. Pretty amazing. I was just on the floor discussing the fact that on this very Alzheimer Month Awareness Month, the Republicans are imposing a new Alzheimer's tax. It is a tax on those families who currently can deduct their medical expenses when they care for a loved one, when it's a substantial medical expense. It's not just a tax on Alzheimer's, it's a tax on all dread medical diseases that affect families across this country, hiking their taxes. But yesterday, the Republicans realized that doing that and raising the taxes on 36 million American households, which is what their bill does, that wasn't enough. And so now they've come forward with their fanatical zeal against Obamacare.
Sneak attack.
And they have a sneak attack for sure. It is a sneak attack to destroy one of the pillars of the Affordable Care Act. It will eventually mean that people with a pre-existing condition will just not be able to afford health insurance, and older people will not be able to afford health insurance. It is wrong. It's the same fanaticism that led them to try to repeal Obamacare 60-plus times last year and the year before, and it's the same zeal that Americans speaking out stopped them from doing in the United States Senate. Now we have a chance to protect health care once again. But why is it that they need to tax so many and do so much harm? It's all about financing tax cuts for those who are sitting way up atop the economic ladder. And the giant multinational corporations that have exported so many American jobs and think they're entitled to pay next to nothing for the national security and all the bounty of American education and justice systems. They have a giant new loophole in this bill to outsource American jobs. They provide an incentive for corporations to invest abroad instead of investing here in America. We will see a growth in jobs, all right, but it'll be in China, in Europe, and that's a mighty long commute for American workers. You know, I just believe that we need to treat everybody equally and not tax profits over there for less than profits gets taxed here. I think we need to be focusing on investing in people, on upgrading our skills, on providing more educational opportunity, knowing that we will be competitive if every American is able to get all the education to achieve their full God-given potential. That's where Democrats are. And I believe if we reject this bill, if we spread the message to our neighbors across this country, we reject it and turn it back, we can have a new day in America where we don't have tax shams, but we have greater opportunity. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, Congressman Doggett, and thank you for your leadership on this. There's a lot of you out here with us today, but I want everybody to know the American public is with us as well. There's a new poll out today that shows the popular